I'm Michae. I am Michae.
I'm Quintel.
We are Ghostreaders.
We Ghostreaders.
So listen. So, we trying to plan our day right because, got a family and all this jazz. And I'm like, okay. Quintel's like, oh, because the kid's going to be gone. The older kid's going to be gone. So we can do the podcast. I was like, great. We can do video. So like, oh, we ain't doing that. I said, yes, we are. I think that counts as saying that we are doing this on video. I can't even see you. Would you move your hair?
I see you wonderfully.
Anyway, I think that counts. She's like, I wasn't prepared and I didn't know.
You remind me again.
No, you are very good at remembering things and organized.
I wasn't thinking. I put it out of my mind because I didn't want to do it.
No. Yeah. Anyway, so here we are coming to you via video. It's taken long enough, so this is me. This is what I look like, You're supposed to have your Ghostreader shirt on. That's what you said.
Listen, I wasn't ready.
I'll make your spiking volume.
I wasn't ready, and you were supposed to make me one. He was supposed to make me one.
I did. You have one.
That one is not right. You were supposed to make it right.
Well, at the very least, I am wearing my shirt, which no one ever gets. It's a Black Panther shirt, right?
E. Bomb. Bay.
E-Bombay. That's the joke.
E-Bombay.
Yep, I borrowed from the eBay logo. So that's my nerdy, attempt at trying to be funny, but it's way too far. So no one's ever come up to me and said, ha! No, I have to explain it. And any joke that you have to explain is what? Ha! It's not funny. So all right. So what is going on?
Oh man, with my phone, a lot of things are going on, a lot of things are going off. Some things are popping off. Things are things.
Nothing's popping and going. The things going pop. We did have
crackle first.
No, we had great popcorn the other day.
I still have some.
You still have it? How?
I didn't open it yet.
That's crazy.
Because I took it out of your grasp.
Now, y'all know what was the name of it? Double Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't giving us no money.
She was. Oh yeah.
But we happily take it.
But it's great though. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did a fundraiser at church.
Yeah.
I came in second place. I mean, it's not a competition.
Right. But, yeah, no one's counting except for you. Yeah.
It was fun. It was easy.
Okay.
Fundraisers. I don't like fundraisers unless they're good. This is like the third good fundraiser.
You mean the product?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because usually they do silly stuff. Well, maybe not silly, but I don't like selling stuff. That's what it is. I don't like selling stuff.
What do you need?
And
we're doing a podcast. What do you need?
He's looking for his candy. Go wash your hands. Go eat dinner.
Yeah, go wash your hands. And then you can watch TV, but no YouTube. You got to get out, bud. You got to get out.
No candy right now. I know that's what you're looking for.
You got to get out. You got to get out. We'll do this later. Close the door. Thank you.
You got to get out. You got to get out. Don't stay there. Get out.
I don't even know if I'm going to cut that. But
you can have that pizza on the counter. Pardon the interruption.
Right. What you were saying?
I mean, but if you've been listening, you already know what's up.
You can have the pizza on the counter. Close the door. Yeah. Oh, fundraisers.
Yes, fundraisers. This is the third one. That was awesome. About 12 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We had the cookie dough, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years ago.
What?
Was it 2 years? No, it's been a year. Almost a year.
Okay.
The pizza. one.
Oh yeah. It was the cards. Yeah, that was So
simple, easy.
It's cookie dough, the pizzas. Like you said, you got your money back on the first use.
First one, and then double good
popcorn. Yeah,
and we've participated in that one before. Other people have done it, but we never did.
Listen, we need to do it personally. I don't know if they let us do that.
Do a fundraiser for whatever you want.
Okay, yeah.
Children fundraising.
Yeah, I know, right? Live. Exactly. For just $300 a day, you can support
a day.
Right. Yeah.
It's a bit much.
Anyway, but yeah. You know what? So
I do not.
So I'm in this investment group, right? By the hood, and they always talk about. Well, not that they always talk about. They've mentioned it more than once. Animal Farm.
Oh, Animal Farm.
Right. So I was like, okay, well, I'll read it. Animal Farm.
Wait,
is.
Second?
And I think that's because I'm supposed to be at the fires, so it's on my brain. So, girl, anyway, Animal Farm. It's the book that you read when you're in high school. So it's not, in my head, it's a high school book, right? And I don't remember reading it. I was bad with that in high school anyway. Like, as much as I love to read, if they told me to read a book, then I wouldn't read it. 1 second.
When?
Go downstairs and be quiet, please. We already talked. We're doing a podcast. Stop.
Yeah. So it's the book you read in high school. It's not an adult book, but I didn't know at the time that it totally is an adult book. Now, it's about something specific. I think it's about the Russian Revolution. Remember them saying? I feel like they said it, in the
the
foreword, the preface,
whatever.
Yeah,
the preface.
But just to read it as an adult was it was just disturbing.
Made you wonder why you read it in high school. And what was the discussion around it? I don't remember. I don't remember if I read it. I remember it being a thing. I must have, but I don't remember reading it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember reading it. And if I had to read it, I did the thing where if they told me to read a book, then I wouldn't read it, and I would be in class reading a totally different book than the book that I'm supposed to read. Anyway.
Did you get in trouble?
Well, so a lot of teachers would base their classes on tests, or they'd be test heavy.
Oh.
And I could pass the test in my sleep, so I just didn't do any homework. So I ended up with C's because I passed all the tests. Did no actual schoolwork. Yeah, I was the best student. I remember when I first went to the high school, like, they put me in regular classes, and like I requested to be in all honors classes. I'm not gonna do any work. I'm not gonna make A's and B's, but I'm not gonna be not status. I want the information. I want to be intellectually engaged. I know what you're talking about. I'm enjoying it. I don't care about the grades or nothing like that, but I'm not gonna be doing dittos all day. You know what I'm saying?
Dittos. That's an old word.
Yeah, they just just stuff that teachers give you, and they're not teaching the class. I was like, I specifically remember. I think it was an English class. I was like, verbs. Get me out of here. It's like 10th grade. I was like, no, I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Is they at least conjugating up in this?
So I'm going to go ahead and make C's, you know what I mean, in my honors class. Thank you very much, But yeah.
Detriment.
I mean, I'm fine. I got the girl.
Is that what school's all about?
Maybe life. But, I got the girl. I got 5 beautiful kids, and things are going well, so could have been better. But anyway, yeah, like I think what bothered me. So who's the pig that would tell people stuff?
The talking one.
Yeah, there was that, which Okay, yeah. So you got the pig that would tell people stuff, and he would, just smooth things over, like, oh, everything's okay, it's fine, blah, 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 blah. And people would just, because he was so convincing, they would just roll with what he said.
Right. But I thought I remembered. Did you really remember that? Or did maybe you remember that? I think that's the part that made me mad. Like when they would change stuff they wrote the rules on the side of the barn. Yeah. We're not walking on two legs. Right. We're not doing all this stuff. And then they started adding to the ends of the sentences.
Slide adjustments.
And who was it? The horse brought one of the other animals over and was like, read this for me. Because, I know I ain't the smartest tool in the shed. But I thought it said, and then they would go and change it in the middle of the night.
And then I feel like
wasn't it different colors too? Like the font or the paint was different?
I don't know if it was so much different paint. Maybe, but I know one thing for sure. It was like you reading. It was like the 6 laws or the 6 commandments,
right? And
then it was like the 7, and you're like 7.
The stuff. Like, it was so bold. You know, like they didn't even try in some instances. That's why I was like, no, I can't.
And then they used the one they fell out with as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
And they said he was doing stuff and he wasn't even, Well, so not only did they use him as a scapegoat, but they used the tyranny of the farmer. Like, you don't want him to come back, do you? We have to do it this way to make sure that X, Y, and Z. And
so y'all gotta live in the house now. I thought we never would live in the house. When I used smoking pipes and eating eggs. Listen. They just went everything that they said they were not going to do.
Yeah, in
the end,
it was off the hook.
They did it.
Yeah, and then like they let the one, I forget what animal he was, but he would talk about the whatever in the sky, and that was a dig at religion. But the fact that they wouldn't let other people just say whatever they wanted, but they let him say what he wanted because he pacified people. Yeah. And they had something to look forward to. So they could just, they could deal with the day to day because of that. And then like, the song that not song, but the chant that the sheep were taught, and
4 legs good, 2 legs bad.
It used to be
and that's what it started off as.
Remember what it changed to?
What?
4 legs good, 2 legs better.
Yeah.
Because the pigs would walk around on 2 legs, because everybody's like, how come they walk around on 2 legs? And
they shortened the song because they had their little, we're going to do this. We don't need the humans. They had like 50 stanzas and they would sing it every day and before their meetings. And then it was like, hey, cut it out.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was like real pro-animal type deal. And then there was, no animal shall sleep in a bed. Was the law. They're like, no animal shall sleep in a bed with sheets.
With sheets. Oh, y'all some crafties.
Yeah.
Y'all some crafties.
Like, wow. But it just, so yeah, just looking at what did he say when they got to the end? They were looking at the pigs and looking at the humans and they couldn't tell the difference between them, and just looking at, the world that we live in and, just politics.
No animal shall drink alcohol. Them pigs was turned every night. What was it?
What?
The drink. You remember?
It was, they got corn.
But it was a specific.
I don't know.
Oh, but they like hangovers, making loud noise in the night. It was like, we heard some stuff and like, we doing whatever. That's something they made up. Like, y'all are out.
And dude had a hangover, but they made it seem like, oh, he's sick. And
right.
And,
all animals are equal.
Oh, no, but that turned into all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
I can't. No animal should drink alcohol to excess.
Yes. Yep. So they just kept kind of, adding to the rules and dealing with people who were animals, who were uneducated and weren't as swift, so they could just move ahead of them. But that's just one of those things where like you have to, as a person, you gotta educate yourself.
Yeah.
Because the people who are supposed to educate you, They be lying.
And stand by your convictions.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. If you're not sure what you think you know, you get turned around with the smallest things. Like, oh, well, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I think that probably rubbed me the wrong way a lot as an entrepreneur was the boxer, I think, is the big horse who was like,
the old one.
Right, who got old.
Right.
And he was like,
right.
I must work harder.
Right.
And just as a business person, avoid that hustle mentality, like, oh, I gotta get, I just have to work harder. And most of the time you don't. Most of the time you have to work smarter.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time you don't have a dedication or a money problem. You probably have a knowledge problem. There's something that you don't know, which is why you're doing this as hard as you're doing it. You know, it's like, ugh.
They did him dirty.
They did
in the end.
Oh, because they sent him to.
I hope y'all read this already. Spoiler alert!
Spoiler. It's like
from 19. Wait, what was this book written? Long time ago.
I forget. I would encourage every adult
who read it before
to read it now with your adult brain and your intelligence and your understanding of the world. Read it now, because when you read it as a kid, what was the date on it?
George Orwell. Oh, I didn't even look.
The date is George Orwell.
No, that was the last.
But yeah, read it now, because it's just gonna open your eyes in a different way to what's going on in the planet.
August 17th, 1945.
1945, right? And it's just weird how it still holds up in a way,
There was a movie.
It was.
I didn't see the movie.
Yes, it's
in 99.
They did a live action, and there's also a cartoon. I heard they're both pretty dark.
Well,
yeah, they didn't try to adjust it. No, they made the movie, and I think it's awkward if you have a kid watch it, because you're like, oh, it's animated.
Yeah, it's not Charlotte's Web.
It's not. Yeah, that's a lot.
Everything that's the thing. Everything that's animated, they think they can watch. Mm-hmm. I think that was their argument with something on Cartoon Network. Yeah. But it's a cartoon.
Yeah, like South Park or something. Like, no.
Yeah.
The disclaimer says it should not be watched by anyone.
Like, no, sweetie, that's Adult Swim.
Yeah.
They label it that for a reason.
But Animal Farm. I don't know if Charlotte's Web is that way, but definitely Wizard of Oz were allegories for like political things that were happening or things that were going on, in the world. And I think I like it when people write that way, and when they do it well, you see what they're saying, even though it's still not. It's not right out front, but you get it when you do it well.
Uh-oh.
I know. I mean, just what LL. I feel so bad for how LL did Cannabis.
Back in this again.
I know. It just. I know. I just feel like it was unnecessary, and I don't know. It's like he crushed that man's career when it didn't have to be. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. So, what are you reading right now?
What am I reading? I'm almost done. I got like 10 pages left. I'm reading a book. One of these right here.
Oh yeah, paper.
Where your hands have to hold it. Because it's the Babylon Rising series. So Tim LaHaye, the same one who did like Left Behind, all that good stuff. I'm on the second book, which is Secret on Ararat.
This is a series?
It's only 3.
Okay.
So I'm on the second one. I'm almost done with that. But I like my series. But I'd read this one. I feel like I read both of them. I don't feel like I read all 3. I couldn't remember, so I was like, I'll just read them again. Because I knew I had the second book, and then I wanted to go back and read the first one like a long time ago. So I finally got to it. But the first one I was able to do on audio. And then this one and the third one are just read the actual book, but they're good.
Okay.
So, it's about an archaeologist who's a Christian and a professor, and he actually goes on expeditions looking for biblical artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to prove the truth of the Bible for the people. So it's good. I like it.
Okay.
I think one of the girls want to read it too. I think I was listening to it in the car with the youngest chick.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What is this?" It's like, it's good, isn't it? She was like, "Perhaps."
Yeah, she's a reader.
So yeah, she got like 20 books right now in there. So yeah, I think it's good. But it's not all audio.
Yeah.
But she should be able to read it.
She likes to, I think I'm trying to encourage the oldest to read books that are above her level so it can pull up her reading level.
Mm-hmm.
She said that they're offering a photography class and she wants to take that. But in order to take that, she got to get out of that
intensive reading.
Mm-hmm. I was like, well, you do what I told you.
She can't finish the art because the art, like the second level that she should go to, she won't have the capacity to take it.
So yeah, we gotta work on that. Well, so I would say, since we haven't done this in a while, like I got a bunch of books that I've read, so I'm gonna short shrift them, and then I'll probably talk about what I'm reading right now. So I read this one book called Everybody Lies, right? It's about big data and how people say, oh, this is what I do, and this is what I think, and this is what I feel. But their Google search history tells a different story. And not even like individually, like, when you look at groups, so it's like, racism isn't a thing in America at all. But then, once Barack Obama was running for president, after he got elected, you could look at Google search history and say, woo, kinda is, So on that note, this other book I read, so the title was called From Here to Equality. But I didn't realize it was a treatise for just a good reason for reparations. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, I wasn't looking for that, but I was like, all right. And I think the interesting thing about that book is they're arguing for reparations not based on slavery. They're like, so you can leave slavery out of it and just talk about during Jim Crow. So just based on how blacks were treated and the laws and all that type of stuff during them 100 years from when slavery ended to the Civil Rights Act, that alone would be tons of reparations. It's crazy, and it's, we don't have a problem sending billions of dollars to all these other places, you know what I mean? But this we won't do. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So we'll talk about that. This other book I read called Life on Other Planets was this woman. She is an astronomer and an actor. So I was like, oh, so you're working both sides of your brain. So that really kind of that black woman too. That really kind of touched my heart, and it's like, okay, it is possible. It's difficult, but it's possible. I thought,
clearly you didn't.
Oh, I closed the wrong thing.
Oh, all the noise.
I don't know, so loud. But yeah, so an astronomer and an actor, and a black woman, and I really want the kids to read it, but she didn't write it for kids, so it's pushing it. I might, it's like
they read some of those.
Yeah, the high schooler could read it for sure, but yeah.
So I read other books too. I didn't know we were going down our list.
It's okay.
I'm just saying. I read these and I read these. You don't guess what I'm reading currently.
I'm just doing quick overviews. This book I told you have to read.
Yes.
Black AF History. So funny. So I didn't realize this.
I don't think I put that on my.
Put that on your card. Put it on your thing. Michael Harriot, he writes. Oh man, I forgot what organization he writes for. But he's a journalist. So it's really funny And the main thing he does in this book is he centers Black people in American history. So we're not, an aside, but he specifically talks a lot about different Black people and their impact on different things in America. And it's like, wow. And of course, with his biting wit and sarcasm, it's very funny. One Up on Wall Street, put that on your list too. Really short, very short, ridiculously short. Seriously, it might be like 90 minutes to 2 hours, and just to get your education on that up. And the most recent book that I read, that I can probably talk about that a little bit more. It's called The 272. And it was about the 272 slaves that Georgetown University sold in order to stay solvent and to, make the money that they needed to make so that they could exist on the scale that they exist today. So you can specifically talk about Georgetown, but it's also the idea of how much Black people benefited the construction of America, because it sounds like, we got them from Africa and they would have died if we hadn't came and got them. It's like, no, America would have died had they not had Black people to work the land and do the things that they did not know how to do. You know what I mean? And the whole economic system was built on top of Blacks, not just the selling of the cotton, but like mortgaging them, almost like, because they were like property. You know what I mean? So
Hello?
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. So those
But
are
I
the
thought
things.
you were reading something now.
Oh, right now? What am I
Yeah, the
reading
book
now?
you told me to read.
Oh yeah. Debt Cures. Yeah, I am enjoying that. Yeah, that's on my current. Yeah. Debt Cures, they don't want you to know about. I think that's pretty short too. I want to finish that, and then I want to, do a little bit of research on him, and we'll talk about that the next time. But yeah, I don't know, just this idea of how much stuff there is in books that can just really change your life. You know what I mean? They tell you that all the time, but
Reading is fundamental.
people don't read.
Not books.
It's just foolishness.
You read the menu. You read words on commercials.
People, they rights. So, all right, next year,
which is in a minute.
So this year, I would say I was widely read. I read a whole lot of stuff. Like my goal was to read a book a week, and I did. Like I think I'm ahead at this point. So yay! So by the time we get to the end of the year, I'll have read more than 52 books, which is great. But next year, I want to be well read. So I'm gonna put together like a small book club. I'm gonna create a Facebook group, and the goal, if you want to do this, please, I would love to have you. But the goal is to read 9 books 6 times each. So I'm only reading 9 books, but I'm gonna read them over and over. Do the audio book.
Stuff that you just read.
No, I'm gonna pull from my list.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm gonna go. I think I started documenting my books in like 2020 or 2021 or something like that. So I'm just kind of go through that and look at think about the topics that are of most interest to me, and if I cover books in kind of all of those different spaces, then I'll just pull from there. And if I feel like, okay, this is good, this is informative, and I need to definitely grab more from that, then I'll do that. And then, so I like the idea of 1, reading the book multiple times, and then 2, if I'm reading it with some folks, then we can discuss what we read, and I'm actually going to go ahead and buy hard physical copies of these. Put them on a shelf, and I think I want the ebook too, so I can attack this book from different levels. I will tell you, the first book that I'm going to read is called How to Read. Exactly, and it's an analytical approach to reading books. Like, one thing I've applied already, like it says, when you get a book, now fiction, not so much, but if it's nonfiction, actually flip through the chapters and the subheadings so you get an idea of what the book is about, so you know kind of what to expect from the book. I was like, sure. It's like a conversation that you're having with the author, and it's like, do I even want to talk to you?
Yeah.
Now you know what happened.
Yes, right? You can have lemonade. Goodbye.
You didn't know? Okay, go have lemonade.
Wait. Huh?
No, not right now.
I hate dinner.
Is it going anywhere? The
Can I
candy?
eat it now?
Is it going anywhere?
We'll give it to you in a minute.
Okay, it's not going anywhere. You go ahead.
Can I have lemonade too?
Have your Nash pour for you.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. I don't like that lemonade.
You don't like lemonade?
That lemonade.
I know it tastes weird, but it's your bringing.
Not simply not.
Mm-hmm.
I do the limeade, but it doesn't have to be sweet. Generally, yeah, I've had simply orange juice. And I think that's the whole point. Oh, no added sugar. No,
I thought you liked that one. That's why I got it. I mean, that one was on sale too. But yeah.
All right, back where we were. Where were we?
You and your book club.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
How to read.
How to read. Yeah. Just and I'm not finished with that book yet. So when I finish that, it's like,
okay.
I don't know how
all
to
this
read.
time. What they doing?
Well, according to this book, most people don't know how to read. They know how to read at the most basic level. Mm-hmm. And you don't actually, what they say, you don't learn how to read until you get your doctorate.
Uh-oh.
Because they read differently. They read, and then they synthesize, and they pull things together, and they spit something out. Most people don't really know how to do that because they don't have to. You just read. Oh, very good. Wow, all right. And then you move on, but you're not really trying to create. And I would say, I know this dude says people with their doctorate, but probably people who have to speak, who have to put together reports and things like that. They probably read different than the average.
Yeah, pull stuff out to regurge.
Yep, and it's
to people.
Right, and and it's your thoughts, your perspective. So you have to say, okay, here's all this stuff. Here's what I think. Let's put that together, and then give it to you in the way that you understand. Yeah.
Got it. Oh, now you know some magicians.
Oh right, yeah. That's our show. I guess it's over.
More.
Huh? They should. Well, I don't know though. Sometimes when it ends,
I know you should stop it, but still,
yeah,
it was good.
Yeah. What was she at? You never even had anything at all.
I had words.
What?
I said all things.
Respond, which is okay. That's not a bad thing.
I will respond. Oh, well, what I did say, just briefly. Your birthday coming. Your son's birthday's coming first. And then your birthday's coming. Mm-hmm. You excited?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing the thing, with my business.
Oh, yeah. Buy stuff for me.
Well, yeah.
Do a shoot with me.
Yes.
A fun one.
Exactly. Yes. Something I'll enjoy. Exactly. Yeah. So that's and I mean it. Like I hope people like he trying to. I am not. I want to do photography. So if you want to do it, I want to do it with you. You know what I'm saying? There's that. And then, yeah, like I said, I got tons
Can
of
I
shirts.
buy a shirt from you for your birthday?
You sure can.
Does that count?
I was going to give you a list.
A list of shirts you want me to buy?
That I
for
like.
you?
Yep.
I didn't say I was buying it for you. I was going to buy one.
Well, I had to give you a list for you too. Because you were saying, oh, you don't know what I have. So I was going to give you a list of stuff that you might like.
Okay. Because you got how many?
1,800.
I bought you shirts before you didn't wear them.
That's not true.
Oh, no. It was a hoodie. You ain't wear the hoodie yet.
No, I've worn it. You haven't seen it. I've worn it a couple times. And we're in Florida.
I ain't seen it.
How often do I get to wear it? You know what I mean? So.
Okay.
Yeah, I've worn it. The Bitcoin one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So how you been? Don't say it.
Wow. No, I don't need to say that.
Well,
yeah.
With no D. I pulled something. I don't know what I did. I ain't gonna say I pulled something, but it don't feel right.
Oh. Right.
Just out of nowhere, I was walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I turned. I don't know if I reached. I don't know what I did. But now I hurt.
Listen.
It's that hurt that if you move, you gotta stop breathing for a minute.
Get it. Ooh. I remember falling out of a tree when I was a kid. No, when I was a kid. So I might have been maybe 9 or 10. And we had this huge, remember Chinese plums?
Mm-hmm.
Huge tree in our backyard. And we used to climb as high as we could. And I feel like I was hanging upside down doing something. And I slipped and I fell right on the top of my head. It had to be, now I'm a kid, so everything's exaggerated, so I don't know. But it had to be a good 6 to 10 feet. I don't know. Fell on the top of my head, and I got up and my head hurt, and I went and laid down and took a nap.
You could have died.
And went on about my day. You know what I mean? And
did you tell your parents?
I don't think I did. I think because when I got up, I think I was fine.
That's why.
Right, exactly. But then as an adult, somebody call your name, and if you look too fast.
I know, right? Oh, Lord. That's the worst.
And you done for the day. You done for the whole week because you turn your head too fast.
Too fast. Listen, I mean, thank the Lord for life. But golly. The little stuff.
Got to be more careful.
Yeah. Like for real.
Yeah.
I didn't even do nothing. But all the stuff I was getting ready for, practicing dance and stuff.
Yeah.
Doing all this extra stuff is fine. Walking and a slight turn. Like, come on.
It's weird.
Get your life.
Stretch.
I was going to the gym. Get your life.
Well, listen. So we're gonna wrap it up unless you got something else to say.
I got plenty to say. Hold on, I'm here for days. I talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
What you want to wrap up with?
No. So I know as far as work that we are working on.
Working.
Like I've been kind of researching and looking for just authors and okay, I like that. I would like to do that. And then reaching out to people, there was one that was like a history of Black Miami. I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. You know what I mean? So I reached out to the publisher, and we're in talks. So we'll see what happens. Ooh. And I would love to, none of Dr. Claude Anderson's books are audio. I've double checked. If I'm wrong, they are not, but they aren't. So Powernomics and Black Labor, White Wealth, I'd love for us to narrate that. So those are the things that we're doing in terms of reaching out to and looking for authors to work with. So if that's you, and I know I just gave real heavy titles. I mean, we're happy to do, Black
Unicorns and Rainbows.
Fantasy apps. Nope. Yes, I was gonna say. Matter of fact, I want to see more kind of fantasy, and stuff that centers us. So if that's you, or even if you have a book of poetry, which I normally, recommend, hey, if you do poetry, read your own stuff. But all poets don't voice their stuff. you know, and she does spoken word, so that would be fun. So email us, drop a comment, let us know what you think. If you like my shirt, want a shirt, let me know. I'll put a link to the
I
shirt
want a shirt.
in the comments. Okay, yeah, we'll make sure that you have a Ghost Reader shirt.
Perhaps. I mean, it's on the right.
Next time, it just makes sense, But this was how was it? Are you okay?
We'll see.
We'll see what
If I'm still okay.
with the doing video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I mean, it's recorded. It's not live.
I know,
so,
that's good too.
Yeah.
Because then you be stopping and saying hi to people listen.
Yeah. So
then people gonna ask questions.
Mm-hmm. At some point we're probably gonna need to do it live. Okay, all right. But we're stepping into the water and getting there. So this is our first live or our first video cast. So thank you for hanging out with us.
That was a high, not a bye.
Yeah. Going back to Ghostreaders Podcast. Look us up everywhere, all that. Matter of fact, this will be audio too,
So then you gotta give them the information.
What information?
Our socials and things.
Did
you change stuff?
No, I think I didn't change anything. No,
it's email address.
Well, I didn't change the email address. The email address is still
voices@ghostreaders.com.
And I also created a Google email address because Facebook don't like the ghostreaders.com domain. So I can't even if I hit you on Facebook, I'm not gonna tell you to go to ghostreaders.com.
That would be wrong.
Yeah, that would be wrong because it won't work. So, but you can go to, I believe our Instagram and our Twitter is at Ghostreaders Inc.
Ghostreaders Inc.
Yeah. And then what did I do?
What did you do?
What is the?
Let us find out.
Gmail. I feel like the Gmail is ghostreadersinc@gmail.com.
Well, let people know for sure because they want to reach us.
It'll be on the screen. It'll be on the screen.
Where, down there or up?
I mean, you'll see the writing on the screen. This is wherever it is, I guess, so. All right.
There, perhaps.
Wait, we're there? Okay. All right. So.
Is that left to right or right to left? Which way?
I don't. Well, no. It's look at my shirt. My shirt is so however you point it. No, don't look at my shirt. Look at the screen. The screen is correct.
Oh.
So you could just do it. Why are you thinking? All right. Sound good?
Sound good.